Good morning from my second day in Copenhagen. I just had my breakfast at Grø and they make quite good porridge. But they also have some healthy smoothie bowls and overnight oats as well, so you can pick between one of them. I actually chose the most classical one. I just screamed because you guys might not be able to hear me because of the car. So yeah, and right now I'm gonna have a coffee. I just wanted to have my coffee in somewhere else, a proper coffee shop. Not that they make their coffees bad, it seemed really nice, but I just want to enjoy my coffee in one of the beautiful coffee shops in Copenhagen. And one of the things that I love about Copenhagen is that it's a bike city. Well, I think I've mentioned about it yesterday, but still I wanted to mention it once more. There's an intense bike traffic over here. If you stop in the middle of the bike road, people would probably get mad because there are bikers everywhere and it's super cool. I just had my coffee at Darcy's Cafe, a really nice coffee shop, but it's packed, it was super crowded. I think people in Denmark as well, they love their coffee, like all the rest of the Scandinavian countries. And as for me, I used to love cappuccino, but I don't know why, but recently I just don't feel like drinking more coffee, except filter coffee. I was actually on my way to a bakery, but when I saw Østersparken, pardon my Danish, it's just so difficult to swallow all the R's, and I couldn't resist this beautiful park. Anyways, I'm here. I'm gonna be able to show you some parts of the park, which is it's a lovely day in Copenhagen, and I'm still full of love for Copenhagen. So wait until you see the park. One quick fact and quick difference between Oslo and Copenhagen. Since Copenhagen is a bigger city, well, in Oslo I realized that cars would stop from miles away when they see you, but here they actually go faster, so be careful. I just had my Danish pastry with raspberries and that historical bakery. If you ask me the bakery's name, I already forgot it because I didn't pay much attention to it, but it's a really old bakery and it was founded in 1652. one thing that I wanted to say about Danish people, they are obsessed about lamps. So they have beautifully designed lamps and really fancy stores. Well, I think I've managed to show some of them, but of course it is not all about Danish design, Danish architecture. They have many design museums, I guess, and they also have architectural design museums, which are not that amazingly interesting for me. But I mean, if you're a design student, if you're an architecture student, then I mean Denmark is the right place, the right country for you. I'm just next to a church which they turned into an exhibition center for modern art, contemporary art. I'm just gonna check if it's free to enter and see old art. If it's not, we're not gonna be able to see that, but at least you have the knowledge about this church. I am in one of the most touristic places in Copenhagen, and on my right side there is Holman Church. That's the Holman Church, and on my left side there is, yeah, that building is Børsen. It is from the 17th century, and I think that has an interesting architecture style. I mean, I think almost many towers in Copenhagen, they have an interesting architectural style. Børsen building was something about stock exchange in the past years, but right now I'm not sure if you're able to visit the building. However, it looks really beautiful from outside, so you might as well just do that and see that beautiful building from outside. Well, there. And here. Right now, this is the old port area of a singing old lady. That was cute. This is one of the, I think this is the most touristic spot of Copenhagen. You know, well, you might want to say that you say the same thing about each spot of Copenhagen. Well, this is a touristic city, so that's why. And it has beautiful, colorful buildings. And I know you might again think that you can find these beautiful, colorful buildings in almost every city, or at least every country in Scandinavia, but I think this is different. This spot is more beautiful, but around there are many restaurants and bars as well, but this is the place for grabbing a beer, but not exactly for a food experience, because they don't offer the best quality food. I just arrived in Amalienborg Castle, Amalienborg Palace. So I just feel like even if you try to avoid seeing all the castles and then or the palaces, you just end up seeing one. And I've never been to the inside of Amalienborg Castle, Amalienborg Palace, but you can enter if you want to see the palace. It's a huge palace. See? Like, yeah, there's too much sunlight, and you can get your tickets. For adults, I think it's 125 Danish kroners, and for students it's 80 krones. I think it will be something like 13 euros and 8 euros, something like that. But just check your currency because it's changing all the time. You know that. It looks lovely, but only visit it if you're curious. I'm of course at Irma's. This is a supermarket chain in Denmark, and I absolutely love it. They have lovely Danish butter cookies. They have good berries. Like, they have good stuff. And from the markets in Denmark, like each and every market and even the gas stations, you can get alcohol. It's not like it's in Norway or Sweden, like you can only buy alcohol from some specific markets like Vinmonopolet or Systembolaget. But in Denmark you can buy alcohol from regular markets, like it's it's in every other European countries. So it's a good thing. I just had the best breakfast in Copenhagen. I mean, okay, maybe it cannot be the best breakfast, like brunch, like eggs or sourdough bread, but it was definitely the best cardamom bun I have ever tried. It was still warm when I bought it because Juno Bakery, it was Juno the Bakery. The name was Juno the Bakery. Okay, so it was also a suggestion of Top Jaw, which is an amazing YouTube channel about food and drinks all over the world, and they know their business. It was definitely amazing. And I also tried something else, which was a croissant with plums, interestingly, and that was also heavenly. So right now, like, I'm above the heaven or heavens, I don't know. But I definitely suggest you to come here, have their buns. I waited for a queue for almost, I think, 10 minutes, but it definitely works. So pay a visit to Juno the Bakery and try their cardamom buns. This is my last day in Copenhagen and I came to the botanical park, of course, because I have never been to the botanical parks before in my 2 other visits to Copenhagen. So this is a lovely park and I tried to sleep in this park about an hour because I checked out, but I didn't sleep enough. I couldn't, but still this park is lovely. I just visited Torvehallerene, the food hall. I've been here before, I haven't tried anything. Still, I didn't try anything because I'm so full. But everything seems super delicious, super fresh.